Oh, something different.
Exodus chapter 40, verses 36 to 38. Throughout all their journeys, whenever the cloud was taken up from over the tabernacle, the people of Israel would set out. But if the cloud was not taken up, then they did not set out till the day that it was taken up. For the cloud of the Lord was on the tabernacle by day, and fire was in it by night, in the sight of all the house of Israel throughout all their journeys. Israel was going somewhere that they had never been before. They did not know the route, but they knew that God was with them. And Israel was led by the presence of God. So whenever the presence of God moved, Israel moved. Whenever the presence stopped, Israel stopped. And so the presence of God was shown by the pillar of cloud or the pillar of fire. And for all their years in the wilderness, Israel would camp whenever the presence stopped moving. And once it began moving, they would pull up camp and they would set out. There's a lesson to be learned from this. We need to move when the presence of God moves. We need to allow the presence of God to lead us and direct us. Now, unfortunately, what we tend to do is that we decide where we want to set up camp. Then we set up camp, and then we invite the presence of God. And so we go through all kinds of rituals and all kinds of efforts as we seek to invite God's presence. But that's not how it ought to be. We ought to stay with the presence. Move with the presence. Move when the presence moves, and stop when the presence stops. It's important that we remain in the place where God is. Remember, it is possible to backslide simply by remaining stationary. Because when God moves, we are no longer where we were in God because we haven't moved also. Is it possible that the reason we have to be laboring so hard trying to experience the move of God and the presence of God, is it possible that that is because we have not been moving with the presence? We've not been led by the presence of God, but instead we are led according to our own will, our own desires, and then we are seeking to get God to ratify our move, seeking to get the presence of God to come and dwell with us rather than we going to dwell in the presence. Let's think about it. Let's assess our lives. Let's assess our move. Move with the presence. God bless you. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Hit that notification bell. And for more, please visit us on a Sunday morning at 9 a.m. at 10 Union Square, Crossroads, Kingston, Jamaica. If you can't be there in person, join us virtually as we stream live on Facebook. See you soon.